Go back to our Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist, Dan Sianka. Dan, what are you tracking?
Well, we do have some hazards to talk about out there tonight still, Aaron. I know many of you are probably not planning to head to the beaches still tonight at 6:30 or 6:15 p.m. or so, but there's still a high surf advisory in effect till 7. So I wanted to make sure you knew that. If you, whatever reason, we're going to be close to the water tonight, we still have some big northwesterly swells coming in, which could crash up to above 20 feet in height. So just keep that in mind. There is an enhanced risk of beach erosion and coastal flooding, and that risk actually exists into tomorrow. We are still in the midst of our king tides, which are tides that occur when the Earth is closest to the sun. And we have that happen when we're in our winter time. It's the southern hemisphere summer right now, but the northern hemisphere winter is when we are closest to the sun. So you have an increased gravitational pull from the sun. And then when the moon gets in between the Earth and the sun, and it's a new moon right now, so you know it's right there too. It's adding on to that gravitational pull, so giving an extra tug on our oceans. So we get high tides and very low tides. So you know, you go out there at low tide, and you can see way out there. You think, I'm going to run out and do some tide pooling, but you know, please be careful. That tide's going to come in quickly, and there are some high swells coming in on top of that. And then when it gets all the way in, like high tide tomorrow before 10 a.m., you're going to see that water way up there, potentially a lot of water in the sloughs and lagoons near the water. Perhaps some areas that are pretty low may see some water pretty high up on the beaches as well. So please be careful. Again, that does last through tomorrow. Those tides will get a lot smaller as we head later on in the week. The other story tonight, temperatures dropping rapidly out there tonight. 49 degrees in Watsonville, 43 in Boulder Creek, low 50s elsewhere around the bay, already in the 30s in the Hernandez Valley. Going to be a chilly night out there, but there is still some moisture in the low levels. We had some drier air come in today, but not enough to completely scour out the valley. So with that said, do see some fog potential in the valley bottoms as we head to the overnight hours. Right now, the low cloud tracker not showing anything locally outside of a patch of some low clouds across San Benito County, but we will see that potential for some fog tomorrow morning, and it could be dense in places, especially in some low areas. I would say the Salinas Valley, maybe the Santa Clara Valley and the Hollister, some of the Santa Cruz mountain valleys typically hold on to that moisture pretty well. So again, watch out for lowered visibility on your way out the door tomorrow morning. We will have some high clouds passing through at times, and then throughout the rest of the day, mostly sunny skies. Still a little bit cool out there tomorrow, cool to seasonable on your Tuesday, kind of an in-between day before that next chance of rain I mentioned arrives later on this week. So your temperatures tomorrow will climb just a bit from today's highs, but not too much. We see a low 60s in Scotts Valley and Ben Lomond and Boulder Creek, but staying in the 50s in Santa Cruz and Capitola tomorrow. Watsonville, you're going to start the morning in the mid-30s, but back to the upper 50s tomorrow afternoon. So it's going to be a cool morning out there tomorrow morning, a chilly one. Some areas, while not near as cold as we were a couple of weeks ago, may see quite a bit of frost because there's a lot of moisture in the air. And when it's cold and there's a lot of moisture in the air, you can pull that into ice and deposit it on objects pretty easily. So it may even be more frosty than a couple of weeks ago, even though the temperatures aren't quite as cold. 60 in Salinas tomorrow, 60 also in Hollister. Your high will stay in the 50s across the Monterey Peninsula. Chilly 55, your high in Pacific Grove. And then farther south, some chilly morning lows in the southern valleys, but highs returning to the low 60s tomorrow afternoon. Let's take a look at that next 7 days. Again, for the next couple of days, fairly tranquil weather, but rain likely starting early Thursday morning on the coast. It'll be breezy as well. You can see some wind gusts to 30 miles per hour on the exposed coast. Beyond that, a chilly day Friday, but then warmer weather as we head through the weekend. And right now, no guarantee of rain after that. This Thursday system is the best looking thing, and I'd say the next 7 to 14 days. Inland areas, another chance of rain coming on Thursday as well. We'll have a warmer day Wednesday and warmer weather this weekend, but in between a couple of colder days like tomorrow and Friday to look out for.